Hi guys, welcome back to CodeMine. Carrie here. So you guys are watching a complete C tutorial on our channel CodeMine, and the guys who are new on this series, please go through the complete playlist and the link given into the description so that you guys can go through the complete course. So let's start with the next topic, that is goto and return. So what is that? So goto and return is a two keyword in a C programming which is used to, like you guys can say, it's a jumping statement, right? So in goto we can jump to from any line to any line, right, in a C program. So what is goto statement? The goto statement requires a label for operation. The label must be in the same function as goto that uses it. You cannot jump between a functions, right? So basically this is a one example where we loop one, we have this is our a label, right? In this label loop one we have two lines, right? And this is a goto, right? Here goto, then if we put goto and then label, and then automatically the control will go to this block, right? This is our one block of label, right? So we will see this program by in editor also. We will do coding. On the next hand, the return statement is used to return from a function. It is categorized as a jump statement because it causes execution to return jump back to the point at which the call to the function was made, right? Which, for example, here we have a call x is equal to function 1, right? This is a function call and this is a function return. Whenever we return from here, the control will automatically comes back to this thing, right? And the whatever the value of this, whatever this value will assign to the this variable x, right? So this function, this call will become this value, right? This value. So this value will assign to the x because this is a returning value of this function 1. So we will see this program in our editor. So let's start first of all with goto. So for example, we have a hash include, let's save a program, goto in c.c hash include stdio.h, right? And then we have, I want to make int. Here we have a x is equal to 1, for example, right? And for example, let's create a label first. So get odd, right? For example, this is our one label, right? So what we will write down here, x is equal to x plus su. So I will explain why I am doing this thing. So printf next odd number is %d and x, right? And for example, here we have a if. So what we will do, if we have an odd number, then we will print the next odd number, x %2 is equal to 0. Then what we will print, printf number is even, right? And what will happen if we have a else, right? Here number is odd, and now we will call this get odd. How we can call this? Get odd and go to this thing, right? Simply. So from here we are jumping to this label. So whenever we execute this thing, it will go to this and it will execute the whole block, right? So we will see the output. Here we have a, so we have a gcc and then we have a goto in C, right? So we compile. So you guys can see now compilation is successful, and now we need to execute the object file, right? and you guys can see now the number is odd and next number is 3, right? Why? Because the number is odd, right? The remainder of 5, for example 1 or 5, whatever the number is, the remainder will be 1, right? So this condition will be false and it will go to the else. The number is odd, printf go to get odd, right? Or get next odd. You should use a good naming conventions, right? So that is here, right? So this is here, right? So what will happen, how this program is executing this, and then we have a number is odd, next odd number is 7. So how we are doing this? We have a 5, right? And 5, the remainder of if we divide 5 by 2, then the remainder will be the 1. So this condition will be false, and we will go to here, printf number is odd, then go to next, then from here we will jump to this thing, right? And we will execute this thing, right? So that is a go to statement in a C programming. And the next thing is, what is that? Is return. So how return works, we will thoroughly see that. So for example, we have another function. So this is a very important, and we will explain return in functions also, but here we will specifically talk about return keywords, right? So this is a keyword in return keyword.c, right? Hash include, then we have a stdio.h, then void main, right? And we have this thing, and for example I want to write down this int, right? Int, now this time sum, here int x comma int y, right? So this is my one program is here. So what I am doing now, this is my function definition, right? Sorry, it's not a definition, it's a declaration, right? So this is a function declaration, and I have a int a is equal to 10, int b is equal to 20, right? And int c, right? And here in this is my program. Let me write down now next function, sum int x comma int y, right? Then we have this thing, then we have a int z, z is equal to x plus y, return z. So that is the job of a return. Return is a keyword which will return a value, right? Any value, right? So this will return a value. So here what we will do, we call this function. So this is c is equal to sum, and in sum we will pass a comma b. So that is that, and we will try to printf the sum of two numbers is %d, and here we have a c. So that is our program. So what we are trying to do in this program is, here we have a declaration of function, we are using this thing, and here we have a main function. In main function we have a 3 variable int a, b, c. 2 variable we have assigned a value, and 1 variable c we do not assign. By we write down c is equal to sum a comma b, which means we are calling some function by value a comma b, right? And the a will, and the value of a will be assigned to x, b will be assigned to y, and here we have another variable, here is int z. So in z we will do the plus of x and y, right? And z will be returning value. So here we write down return. So what will happen, the value of z will become the value of c. So this function will be replaced with this value of z, and Z will be assigned to the C. So that is the functionality of return, right? So whenever after the call from here for sum, we will go to this function, then we execute this line, then we execute this line. Now we encounter return, right? So if any statement which is return after the return, right, which is written after this return, right, I write anything from here, so this will not execute, right? So with this thing we need to keep in mind, because from here we will go back to this line, right, and C will become the value of Z, and here we are printing the value of C. So we will see that and we will trace this program. So let me clear the screen, and we have GCC-O, then we have return keyword. Now we need to do the return keyword, right? So we do not have any error, so we will try to compile. We have compiled this program. Now we will try to run this program, and we have run that, and you guys can see now the sum of two numbers is 30. So how this thing happen? We create a function which is taking two values as an input, right, X and Y, and we have another variable Z, and Z is storing, we are using Z as a storage for X plus Y, and when we are returning Z, and here we are calling this function C is equal to sum A comma B, and so whatever the calculation comes from sum function will be replaced from its prototype and will be assigned to C, and we are simply printing this number. So it's a very simple thing and very important actually. So return keyword is very important in a C programming. So if you guys have any query, any question related to the any topic, you guys can comment into the comment box, and the guys who still not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button below this video, and do not forget to hit the bell icon for the notification of upcoming videos, and please comment about the video, like, share this channel with your friends and family so that they can also gain their knowledge. So stay safe. Thanks for watching. Have a very good day.